Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Hope that you all had a really great week. Today, I'm 36 weeks pregnant. In fact, as filming this, which is Wednesday, I know my video should be uploaded today and hopefully I can get this video done and the editing and then I'll get it uploaded anyway. But tomorrow I'm 37 weeks, so technically, what am I then? Wait, 9 months pregnant. That's crazy. Baby girl, my little Bubs, is now the size of a papaya. She's weighing almost 6 pounds. Can you believe that? Time is literally flying. I'm freaking out a little bit because I still haven't mastered my breathing. I'm picking up my birthing pool tomorrow, planning a home birth, as you might know if some of you have followed previous videos. And the midwives have dropped round my birthing kit, which basically contains all the things that the midwives are going to need. There is like a couple of cute little hats that I think probably some old people have knitted. The art of knitting is not really of this generation, is it? But they're really, really cute. They're in the bag. These, I call them puppy pads because you put them on the floor when you're training your dog to not pee in places, but what are they? I don't know what they're called, but anyway, you can put them on your car seat or your bed in case your waters break. I haven't done that yet. What else is in the box? Suture kits and my gas and air tube, just bits and bobs that the midwives are going to need. It's a little bit of an intimidating box to go through, so I haven't really gone through it. I've just left it in the corner of the room where the birthing pool will go, and then I will just set up the room whenever I get around to it. When my symptoms start becoming like pretty serious, like I am going to go into labour, then I can turn my room into a little zen den, which will be just probably have like 30 candles. We might all go up in flames. Well, I won't because I'll be in the pool of water. Right, so what was I just saying? Yeah, so she's almost 6 pounds. She's almost 6 pounds and measuring 18.7 inches, which I still think is the same, and I don't think she's really going to get much longer, so I've heard. Symptoms. Right. A good thing now is that she's moved off my diaphragm because she's taken a nosedive like right into my crotch. So her head's engaged and she's in the right position. So while I can breathe better and I can go up and down stairs and I'm not as out of breath as I was last week, am I even talking? And I can take these lovely deep breaths, which have saved me so many times at night when I've had this awful anxiety. So I can take these deep breaths, but the consolation prize is that her head's in my bloody crotch. So when I'm walking, I really feel like I have to hold up my belly or like hold the front of my pelvis. My ligament pain has not been that bad this week, but I'm waddling more and walking slower. I'm definitely conscious of that low pressure feeling is very strange. Heartburn, that is back with a vengeance. I don't know why, but I don't think it's maybe because of what I've eaten, but it is a symptom, very common all throughout pregnancy. Mine's been like on and off, but in the last couple of days it's been on, like very intense. And we have these little tablets here in England called Rennie, and normally just one little tablet will be fine for me, but I've had to take two. I'm trying to think what brought it on the other night. Probably chocolate. Right, no swelling yet. I mean, our English summer was promised to be quite nice this week and it's a little bit overcast and it's not that warm. But I'm sure if we got a bit of a heat wave, I probably would swell up, but right now I haven't. No stretch marks, touch wood, they haven't arrived yet. I still feel like my skin has some more elasticity in it, and I do put that down to taking collagen for the last couple of years. Bovine or grass-fed collagen in shakes and smoothies and yogurt and whatever else I can sneak it in. That is obviously a big component, isn't it, to having good skin. So collagen I've been putting in. And what else? Oh yeah, my balm, my belly balm. Braxton Hicks, a lot more. My belly is hard just as much as it is soft. Not right now, but 5-6 times a day, maybe more. It is hard. Literally, like if I was to put a football, basketball, whatever under my dress and someone's to feel it, it's hard like that. From the inside, that's hard to describe how it feels. It's just a tightening. And I thought a contraction would feel way worse. But if that is indicative of what a contraction feels like, that should be okay. But I've been told that imagine, especially for first-time mums, that imagine your uterus is like loads of different elastic bands all wrapped around each other, and every contraction is like stretching those a little bit. So I don't have that pelvic stretching yet. I don't think my cervix has started to thin out yet. I don't have any show, or what they call like a bloody show or mucus plug, or the discharge that could be amniotic fluid. I don't have those symptoms yet, but I'm obviously on the lookout because of the amount of pressure and cramping and just generally where she's positioned. And I could go into labour any day, so you just don't know. There's no rhyme or reason for things, right? She's going to decide. She's the one that releases that hormone, and off she goes. In, you know, all systems go. I've not stepped on the scale for a long time on purpose, but I will before, well, when I go into labour, I'm going to step on the scale, and after I give birth, I'm going to step on the scale, because I already know she's getting close to 6 pounds. I want to know how much fluid weighed and how much placenta weighed, just in general, a little before and after, because that'll be the fastest weight loss I've ever had. Will be like hopefully 10 pounds, 12 pounds. That will be amazing to lose that right away. Darren and I are picking up our birthing pool tomorrow, and we've got a little bit of a drive to go and collect it because the NHS, or the National Health System here in England, don't provide birthing pools, which makes sense because there's probably, that would be a lot of birthing pools that they have to get. But we are getting our own birthing pool. We're not renting it, and then we're going to sell it after, I think, because even though it is a deep birthing pool, I don't know if it would make an appropriate paddling pool, or I don't know if I'd be like nostalgic about that every time I see it, or if I'd feel gross. But you get these liners to go inside. That's something I still have to get as well. Yeah, so we're picking up that birthing pool tomorrow, and yes, hopefully it's a big enough size so we're comfortable, and if he wants to get in, or if I need him to get in, he can, but also that there's enough room around the edge for the midwives and stuff. I also have to buy this mirror and a flashlight, because that is how they check to see if I've dilated. So they'll shine the light in and put the mirror under me. Dignified, I think not. Right, so one of my subscribers has sent a list of questions. So there's 19 of them. I'm going to answer them all. And I hope you, I don't think any, maybe you do, maybe you don't know these things about me, but here are 19 things that you might not know about me or this pregnancy. So here we go. Number 1. When and how did I find out I was pregnant? This was in October last year, obviously. I felt not myself, really, really tired. Excuse me. I felt not myself at all, like really, really tired, like fatigued. And I had a little bit of cramping that did feel like I was getting my period, but I wasn't necessarily due for my period just yet. So I did get a pregnancy test, but it was negative. And well, when I say it was negative, I didn't look at the test before I peed on it. Like, I didn't examine what it looked like, you know? So when I saw it was negative, I also saw like the faintest, like it really played tricks on my eyes, and I had to take a lot of different pictures and look at it in different lights just to see. I was like, that's nothing. But it also was the faintest grey, shadowy. It could have been like a default, or that could have been how the kit came, you know, how the pregnancy test came. And I didn't look at it before, so I had nothing to compare it to. So I went online and looked at like false tests, or because I didn't get two tests, I just kind of put it in my bedside drawer and forgot about it for a few days. But then I missed my period and I was late for a couple of days on my period, so I went and got another test, and then I peed on it and left it in the bathroom. But I'd also told Darren, like, I think something's obviously not right. I'm late, I'm fatigued, I feel like really nauseous. I had a lot of symptoms, and I think you just have some intuition as well, like, you know your body. And yeah, it's not like we're obviously actively trying either, but we weren't taking the precautions to prevent it. So I just always thought if it did happen, it happened. And then, yeah, I took a test. This will lead me to, I'm going to skip a question because it will add the answer of this question will answer another question that I was asked, which was, how did I tell my partner? Well, he got the test from the bathroom, so he saw it was positive before I did. After that, I then went to find the old test that I did that was negative, and then when I got that out of the drawer, it was still very faint, but now a red faint line. So it was actually a positive, but not the human growth hormone, the HCG hormone, I think it's called, was detected probably in that, but so early on, like almost undetectable. So yeah, that's how I found out I was pregnant. How did I feel? Scared, shocked, a lot of emotions, I think, all at once. Yeah, I wasn't jumping up and down on the bed like ecstatic, because we thought we'd have so much more time before we went into like properly planning a family. But again, we weren't taking the precautions to not do that. So guess I knew if it happened, and I would be okay with it. How old was I? 36. Next question. Sorry, I keep looking down because I had to write all the questions down. I didn't want to miss them. Number 5 is, did you wait 3 months to tell people? Yes, in general we did. However, my mum was the first person I told after Darren, and then Darren's mum. And I think after that we waited 3 months. Like, I don't even think my mum told my brother in that meantime, because you don't want, I think, a lot of people to have to address if you miscarry or if something goes wrong. And that 3 months is a long wait. It's a long time to wait. Is this your first? Yes, it is. Do you want more? I would never want to be pregnant ever again. And I think I would be happy with 1, because Darren has 2, and hopefully in the future we can be a proper family where they're more blended with us. But if that doesn't happen, I probably will be feeling a bit guilty that we just have 1 child, like an only child. So that is to be decided. I think if you ask Darren, it's no. And if you ask me, it's no, but there is a small but. My biggest craving to date has been fruit and water. I've been exceptionally thirsty the whole pregnancy, but fruit, so cherries and red apples, cold red apples. I think I had 4 back to back once. They were just insatiable for them. Next question is, what is the best part of being pregnant? I haven't pre-planned any of these answers, so this one I'm obviously going to stall on. The best part of being pregnant. Well, not having a period every month, that's kind of handy. And then I think the knowing that you are growing, something's growing inside of you, like you're growing a life, and every week you're learning like what's been developed, what's happening, and that is just a miracle. It's mad when you think about it, and then you can kind of a bit detach yourself because it's happening with or without your permission anyway, it's just happening. But if you stop and think about it, and then you put your hand on your belly and she's just doing little somersaults and having hiccups and stuff, and it is, you're like, oh my gosh, there's actually life. There's life inside me. And that is an incredible feeling. Worst part. Ooh, is there a worst part? There's been a worst part at every trimester. The first was nausea, like morning sickness and nausea and fatigue. The second wasn't so bad, but I think just the ligament stretching. The third definitely has been hormonal and general discomfort. Like, I cannot wait to just be able to wash in between my toes again and put my socks on. You just can't bend down, and if you do, sometimes you might get an elbow somewhere you don't want, and that hinders you bending anywhere. Gender reveal we did at 16 weeks, I think I found out. I found out as early as I could, mainly because everyone, including myself, was convinced it was a boy. And I went for a scan because I was extremely paranoid about there being something wrong with the baby. So every opportunity I think I could get a scan, I did before I just relaxed into the pregnancy. So 16 weeks, and because your gender reveal's not until 20 weeks, and then after you've waited 3 months to tell people that you're actually pregnant, and you don't start showing your bump till after that, it doesn't almost feel real, but it is very real for you because you can't do the things that you once did, and it's always now I'm pregnant. So there's loads of changes that are happening in your life, and you have to prep for that, like spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Like, you have a lot on your plate. So 20 weeks, I didn't want to wait till 20 weeks. So I went to my 16-week scan and found out it was a girl, and I was very shocked about that. There's a video on it. I did a gender reveal scan, or filmed some of my scan on part of this journey. Names. We have narrowed down an extensive list of names, and I've been really sad to see some of them go. They might even make a comeback. We haven't picked out a name yet because we're going to meet her first. But on the list, he has 2 and I have 2. And we haven't really been in that much conflict over names. So what I like, he's liked, and what he's liked, I've liked. So I think it's just going to come down to what does she look like, or what does she suit, or what feels the best when we meet her. I don't know how you can name someone before you meet them. I wish I felt that confident, but I can't. Birth plan. I do have my birth plan now. It is low/no intervention. It is being confident to give birth naturally and at home in a very relaxed environment where I can let my oxytocin natural hormones do their job and get into this state of mind or this zone that I just feel is a rite of passage, like it's what we were designed to do before the fear of God was put into us about giving birth and about labour. So I'm not 100% sure if I will regret saying that, but that's what I plan on doing. Do I plan on breastfeeding? Yes. I've been watching some videos and I think it's all about the latch. So hopefully I can. My nipples are quite sensitive right now, and I have also come across a lot of stories about them cracking and blisters, and I couldn't imagine anything worse than having a baby feeding on something so painful. That just seems so cruel both ways. So I've got bottles as a backup. I need to get probably some formula as a backup, but I'm super reluctant to do that. And I'm just going with this positive attitude that what I want is going to happen. So hopefully breastfeeding will be fine and I can master it. But I will give myself like probably 6 weeks before I'm, that one in public that's just like, oh, easy peasy, I'll have my latte now. We'll see. Do I plan on working or being a stay-at-home mum? I plan on being a work-from-home/stay-at-home mum. Darren and I spoke briefly, actually, even about him becoming a stay-at-home dad, or if that would appeal to him. I just don't know if he's got all of the skills to do the things at home that are needed, but I think he'd just like to stay at home. But yeah, I plan on working from home or working from somewhere because my business is internet based, and I'll obviously pick up my photography again because I do need a creative outlet from all of the business stuff. It does get a bit heavy. Will I make my own baby food? Yes, I intend to make my own baby food. Nursery themes, well, my last video was my nursery. It wasn't, if I had an unlimited budget and I could do anything I wanted, I probably would have gone slightly different because I'm a little bit obsessed with a couple of design companies, and one is called Restoration Hardware and the other one is Pottery Barn for kids. And it would be, I would do it, or I would just order their stuff and not really worry about the cost. But that wasn't the case. So basically I didn't really want a babyfied, Disney themed nursery. I didn't want it to be overly pink, even though she's a girl. So it will transition probably quite easily from a baby's room to a toddler's room. Will I get maternity photos done or a belly cast? Maternity photos, yes. I was hoping to get them done this weekend, actually. So we will end up capturing some. If it's not this weekend, it will definitely be next weekend, which is like probably right before she arrives. It would be funny if I went to labour with my outfit on, my flower crown. We'll see. Yeah, so gonna do that. Not gonna do a belly cast. I just don't have the room to store a big cast of my belly, and I don't actually feel the need to keep that memory. Some people love them and they show their baby like, this is where you came from, but I've got my vlog channel thing, so they can watch that eventually if they want to. Embarrassing symptoms. Yes. Gas in general. There's just no room, so you're either burping or you're farting. Burping way more, but that's it. Sometimes, you cough or laugh and then you pass gas. It is funny, but burping way more, which isn't great, and you can't really hold it in. but it will go away soon, I hope. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to show you my belly. That's it for 36 weeks, even though you and I know 37 weeks tomorrow. I just have to put on some shorts because I'm wearing a dress, and then I will show you my belly. Can you see? I've got a dress on there. Belly with clothes on. And definitely like dropped down a bit, hasn't it? But her head is literally here. That's it. That is it for the video for the week. Thank you so much for sticking around and spending some time with me today. I hope that you all have an amazing week. If you want to subscribe, just hit the little subscription button in the corner, and that really will help my channel. And also just give me a thumbs up. It will take 2 seconds. The little thumb, just click it. And yeah, follow me on Instagram if you want, JanesWill444. And if you've missed any of my other videos, just click on them and they'll take you right there. And that's it. So I will see you next week. Much love. Bye.